Hey guys, it's Gretchen and welcome back to my channel. So I'm kind of looking like a hipster today. So to go along with my hipster looking theme, I thought I would do a video about something that I've recently started collecting, I guess. I wouldn't really say collecting is the right word, but it is something that I am recently getting into, and that is vinyl. I know, very hipster, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just gonna break out the Polaroids next. Joke's on y'all, I have a ton. So with vinyl, I wasn't interested in it like maybe a year ago. If I had been, I wouldn't have to spend money on a vinyl player because my mom would have given me the one she had. But I passed over it, and then like a year later, I'm like, I kind of want one. So I went and bought one. Now, I don't have speakers for it yet, or I did have speakers for it, but apparently it's not the right kind, even though Amazon recommended it. So I'm not gonna like play any music clips from the albums I have, so I'm just gonna show you the albums I have started my collection with. There are plenty of people who have way more vinyl records than I do. I am just a beginner. I'm just starting out. So I thought I would just show you which albums I have started my collection with, and maybe even explain a little bit why I picked those as my starter ones. So yeah, and they're in no particular order. So the first vinyl record that I picked out was actually the Ultimate Sinatra. Now, some of these music choices, if you know me, you know that metal is like my music of choice. When I talk about some of these vinyl records, actually all of them, some people may be like, the fuck? Her taste is all over the place. And yes, it is. But Sinatra, I have been a fan of Sinatra for forever. Since high school, Sinatra reminds me a great deal of my pop-pop, who passed away when I was a preteen. I don't quite remember what year it was, but it's been close to 15 years. But when I listen to Sinatra, I think of him, and it makes me very happy. And so this was a definite given on what vinyl record I would get. And so you open it up and you've got, you know, it shows you side 1, side 2, side 3, and side 4. So there are there are 2 discs. Discs. I'm a 90s child. There are 2 records, 2 vinyls, whatever you want to say. But it's got a lot of his hits on there. The first Sinatra song I ever heard was I've Got the World on a String, and that is on side 1. Let's see. Witchcraft, that's on side 2. Come Fly With Me, side 3. Fly Me to the Moon, side 3. Theme from New York, New York, everyone knows that song. That's on side 4. But it's got, I mean, there are quite a few songs in this collection, and so the Ultimate Sinatra was the first one that I picked up. Also, he's a dang good looking man. I was born in the wrong decade. The next vinyl record I got was Queen's Greatest Hits. Now, I love Queen. I adore Queen. And I actually liked Queen before, like everyone, whenever they talk about Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody is the song everyone knows. That surprisingly was not the first song I heard. In fact, I disliked that song for quite some time. I think I disliked it because everyone liked it. I'm so hipster. But it finally grew on me, and yes, I love Bohemian Rhapsody, just like the next person. So Queen Greatest Hits, let's see. Bohemian Rhapsody, Fat Bottom Girls, Bicycle Race, Don't Stop Me Now, freaking love that song. Somebody to Love. Oh my God, I love that song. Oh. We Will Rock You. But yeah, there are some really good songs on here. There's only one song on here that I absolutely love, and it's actually my favorite song by Queen, and that song is The Show Must Go On. It's not on the greatest hits, but I know like CD wise it was on greatest hits 2 and 3, I think, if I remember correctly. But I absolutely love that song, so I'm a little sad that that's not on this set, but there are a lot of good songs here. Also, Freddie Mercury was one hell of a good looking man, like seriously. On the inside, there are pictures, it showcases like albums, some artwork pertaining to them. Yeah, very cool stuff. The third album I got this primarily because my mom absolutely loves this singer, and it's because of her that I started listening to him, and that is Prince. It's his Purple Rain album. I freaking love Prince. The first song I ever heard by Prince was Raspberry Beret. I adore that song. Little Red Corvette. Let's Go Crazy. Freaking love that song. So I got the Purple Rain album. This one's kind of hard to read what's on it. So this one has Let's Go Crazy. It's got Purple Rain. Duh, it's called Purple Rain. It better have Purple Rain. It's got When Doves Cry. I mean, it's got, this one doesn't have nearly as many as the other two have, but that's because there are 2 records in each of those that I showed. There's only one in this one. So it's not as extensive as they are. But yeah, on the inside, it's just got some artwork as well as, what is that? Oh, that's pretty cool. I hadn't opened it yet. But that's the sleeve that it's in. But I freaking love Prince, and the world has lost some pretty amazing musicians. All right, so the next one I got, also a group that my mom got me into. She listens to music I listen to, like Shinedown and like Disturbed and Five Finger Death Punch, but she also got me into these bands, and I mean, these bands have been around way longer than those ones. And in this case, the band is Fleetwood Mac, and this is their greatest hits, or one of them. I love Fleetwood Mac. I've seen Fleetwood Mac once in concert, and I've seen Stevie Nicks by herself once in concert. They're apparently getting back for another tour set, and they're supposed to come back around North America next year, I believe. So I'm really hoping they will hit up Virginia, because Mom and I will be there. Even if they're in Maryland or like North Carolina, we'll be there. But this album, side 1 has Rhiannon, Go Your Own Way, Gypsy. Side 2 has like Dreams, Little Lies, Tusk, which I absolutely love that song. Love Tusk. It just sounds so amazing. Also, I hope to be half as amazing as Stevie Nicks is when I'm her age, because she's fantastic. Like, she's freaking fantastic. So Fleetwood Mac was an obvious choice when I decided to start getting vinyl records. So the final record that I got in my little haul to start my collection doesn't necessarily go with the rest of them, because the rest of them are I don't want to say old, but they're older. They're like older generation music. So this one is Taylor Swift. Now, once again, I will remind you that metal is my music of choice, but I will always be excited for Taylor Swift. I love Taylor Swift. I don't know what it is. I freaking love her though. Ever since college, I have just, I mean, actually since high school too, I freaking love Taylor Swift. And that's like the one music choice. Like when I was in college, pop music was what I was listening to. And in high school, country. was what I was listening to. Now, graduate school and beyond, metal. Taylor Swift has not changed. Like, she has been a staple all that time. She's like been the one unwavering music choice of mine. Ow, I just hit myself. So I got her 1989 album, and so if you know Taylor Swift, you know this has like Blank Space, Out of the Woods, Shake It Off, which I fucking love that song, Bad Blood, Wildest Dreams, those songs, and I freaking love her. And if you like her too, you know that an album is coming out. Finally. But on the inside, she's got some Polaroids. Look how hipster this is. That's pretty dang hipster. She's got Polaroids, and then music lyrics, which is pretty cool actually. But the music lyrics for each song on the inside. I did want to get another record. I got all of these actually, aside from Fleetwood Mac. That was the first one I actually bought, and I got that when I ordered my vinyl player from Amazon. But all the other ones came from Barnes & Noble. And there was one other album that I really wanted to get, but it wasn't at the Barnes & Noble closest to me. It's at a Barnes & Noble nearby. I just haven't made my way out there yet. And that is My Chemical Romance's Black Parade. My Chemical Romance was my shiz in high school. And I really want the Black Parade album. So maybe one of these days in the near future, I'll work my way out to that Barnes & Noble to pick that one up. Because when you hear that note, you know which note. If you're a My Chemical Romance fan, you know which note that is. So if you're like me, when you hear that first note, you get hyped just a little bit. But yeah, so those are the vinyl records that I have to start with. I will definitely be building my collection. I'm gonna be sending those damn speakers back so I can actually get correct ones that my player will play. Because I want to actually listen to these on my vinyl player instead of just looking at them and saying I own them. If you also collect vinyl records, if you're into that, you know, leave me some suggestions below. I'm interested to know what other people listen to, and if anything piques my interest, maybe I'll look into it and help grow my collection a little bit more. I'm gonna link in the description my player. It's just a very basic player, nothing special about it, very beginner. But I'll link that in the description below in case you are interested to know what I got. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe. Go on down there, click that little red button and subscribe. I would love to have you as a subscriber. Welcome to all the new people I've recently gotten. Thank you. I kind of like got a lot overnight, a lot to me. So I am very appreciative. So if you have not yet subscribed, you should join the rest of the people that have. Because I put out videos every Tuesday and Friday. Possibly more depending on what's going on for that week. I really hope to start vlogging at some point, but we'll see how that goes. So yeah, like, subscribe, and until next time. Bye guys.